Hey there, it's Graham. So this is my 6-day post-op video for the second part. If you're starting with this one, you can watch this one and then, watch the other one or whatever. It doesn't really matter. The first one focuses more on the physical kind of effects of surgery and how I've been, reacting to that. So this one really is more on the kind of emotional side of things because there's some stuff that I guess I just wasn't expecting, and I just thought I would take it a little bit and kind of talk about that, and I don't know, maybe it'll be helpful to somebody along the way. So, some of the emotional things that I've been dealing with the last 6 days, um, it's kind of like a lot of anxiety, actually, and I'm kind of an anxious person anyway. I've always had to deal with anxiety stuff, but I have a lot of time on my hands, and I think that sitting around having a lot of time on my hands and not being able to be physically busy is not good for me, because my head kind of tends to start going and I get really anxious about stuff. And I tend to do a lot of the kind of what if game and, all of that. And, at first it was kind of like the, oh my God, I actually did it. This happened. And that was exciting to know that I did it and I made it happen and I got the surgery. But then on the other side, it was the fuck. Did I do this wrong? Did I make a mistake? Am I gonna regret this? And what I've kind of figured out, I mean, I've known I wanted this surgery for a long time, so it's not like that wasn't something that I hadn't prepared for, but it's just so much going on at one time and just a lot to kind of process. So yeah, I mean, no buyer's remorse or anything for me, but definitely it's a lot to kind of wrap your brain around. Like, I woke up Tuesday morning with boobs last Tuesday, and then by 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I have this, and I get to see see what everything looks like. 6 days, well, 7 days tomorrow, post-op. So that's a lot. That's a lot for my brain to kind of digest and take in, and it's just a lot. Like, if you have a goal and you've been working on it for a really long time, and then you finally get there, it's kind of surreal, and you're kind of like, I made this really happen. Wow. So yeah, I think some of the anxiousness kind of centers around some of that stuff, and for me too, just anything having to do with medical stuff makes me really freaking anxious. I hate doctors. I don't like any of that kind of stuff. So that's been really difficult, and just having the drains make me anxious, and the healing, and just all of this. So yeah, that's been pretty rough, and I've just had to do a lot to try to cope with that and distract myself. If it's reading or watching TV or something like that. I've had a pretty low, kind of like, I guess just really, what am I trying to say? Like, I've had like absolutely no patience, you know? Like, I just feel like my patience just went like from, fairly big to like zero. And I've really had to work on that. Um, so yeah, and with that, I just have no attention span for things, so I haven't been able to watch like really long movies or really things I had to follow a lot. Just like short little TV shows have been good, or YouTube videos, or reading, and stuff like that that I can kind of do in little chunks have been better. But that's kind of helped with the anxiety stuff. Some other stuff in addition to the anxiety, I think just some depression too, and most of that is just because I'm stuck at home and I can't shower and I feel gross. And um, so I'm hoping that getting the drains and whatnot out tomorrow will definitely help with that, and I'll be a little bit more mobile, and I'll feel a little bit more like going outside and doing stuff. So I'm hoping that that'll help, and that this is just kind of a situational thing. It's not really depression because I had this surgery. It's just kind of like situational because I'm stuck inside and I can't do much. So that's been a lot. So if you're thinking about surgery or whatever, I definitely recommend, have a whole thing of things of stuff for you to do. I mean, if you get books, get your Netflix going on, or whatever videos you use, have friends come over. That's been another thing for me too, is I've been pretty isolated because I just feel so gross because I haven't showered. I don't want to see anybody. And that while that was the right thing for me, because it would have been really uncomfortable for me to be around people, I don't know if that's the right thing for others. Um, but I have been talking to a lot of people like on the phone, so that's good. And you know, my partner's been here with me, but it's still just really, it's a lot. So yeah, that's some of the emotional side of it, kind of, you know, anxiety, depression, and then, you know, also along with that, a good healthy dose of optimism about how things are going to work out and how it's going to heal. And, you know, really looking forward to the day where I just have the chest that I want to have, and, you know, being excited about that. So yeah, that's a lot. Um, so that's some of the emotional stuff. And, you know, there's a lot of other stuff wrapped in there. I mean, for me at least, the body image stuff doesn't just get fixed because I had chest surgery. I mean, that helps, but I don't know if you've watched any of my other videos, but I have lost quite a bit of weight. I lost about 40 pounds, 40, 50 pounds-ish. And recently I've gained some of that back, not a lot, like 5, 10 pounds, but that's got to go, and I got to get back to eating healthy. And I think a lot of it is there's just been so much in the last month. I mean, I moved, I started a new job, a new commute, just dealing with all this stuff, knowing I had surgery, and I kind of had this thing on my, you know, in my brain. It's kind of like, oh, well, you know, eat the burrito now because you're going to be, you know, whatever. And you can't exercise or whatever. It's kind of stupid logic, but, so, yeah, I mean, I am just looking forward to being healthy and getting back to eating more healthy and taking care of myself and focusing more on the healthy living and weight loss. And, you know, I'm going to get what sort of, you know, kind of results I'll get. The lucky thing is I really wasn't too big up here. Most of where I hold my weight is in my lower stomach, and I've definitely got a belly. So, um, as much as that annoys the heck out of me, and I have a lot of issues around that, um, it's something that, you know, I can work on. And hopefully, you know, it won't have a lot of impact on revisions or whatnot for chest surgery, because I don't want to go through this again. I'm kind of feeling like whatever I get, I get. I can't imagine doing this at another time. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with that, and it's all kind of interrelated. But, so, yeah, if you watch the videos, that's kind of the physical side for me and the emotional kind of side. So like I've said, I get the stitches out tomorrow and the drains, and then I still have to wear the binder for another week, I think, maybe another week. And but I'll be able to take it on and off at that point, and I can take showers. So once I am to the point of getting a shower and feeling much more refreshed, I'll do a chest reveal update, at least what it looks like, you know, a few days post-op or whatever. So, but I'll still have to unfortunately wear this for a while. So, but that's okay. All right, take care. Thanks for watching.